fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who do just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, Silver Wings.
Thank you for joining us on the United Constitutional Patriots Radio Show tonight. We had technical issues earlier today, and we had to restart the show. We had to go back in and fix our technical equipment. I will now turn it over to Johnny. So, here's Johnny.
You're asking where the hatch is, my dude.
Thank you, and welcome to the United Constitutional Patriots. We hope we're live streaming now. We've been having a lot of problems tonight, folks. But I want to welcome you to the United Constitutional Patriot Radio, and where we're going to give you an update on the border, and also some news that is not being sent out to the American people. That is lying news, is their fake news is not giving information. However, I do want to thank the donators that have been donating. It's appreciated, and the men on the border will really appreciate it. Another thing that I want to do, I want to give a shout out to our groups that are on their way here and that are coming. We do have people coming, and we've had a kind of a difficult time because people have been putting out information trying to destroy our organization. But I'm going to let God handle it because it's not worth the time. We're quiet on the border right now. We did get a call from our man down there, and they are arresting a few more normal on the New Mexico border. However, the main stream of who's supposed to be coming this direction is not here, which is United Nations. They're down in Alamogordo, or I can't think of the name of the town, but anyway, they're in Mexico, Guadalajara, and they are planning on this direction. We don't know if they're coming to New Mexico or what, but I think what they're going to do is spots along the border until they hit ours, which is from one end to the other, all 198 miles or 89 miles of it. And this is why we need the only protection the state of New Mexico has. Now, it's not just the state of New Mexico, folks, if you stop and think. It's also the whole United States, because if they get through New Mexico, they will fan out like fingers everywhere, and chaos is going to start every people that are coming, from HIV to you name it. And even Mexican authorities are saying the same thing. These people, folks, not coming here as friends. That's why they're burning our flag and carrying their flag and cussing. You know, we support Trump 100%. We support the Constitution 200%. And we support every American's lives 300%. We are 100% constitutionalists and believe in our constitutional rights. Now, there's been a misconception of something. I may have worded it wrong at one time, but I want to make sure everybody understands. We are not going down to the border to kill anybody. We're going down to the border to assist the Border Patrol. Nobody's going down there to shoot anybody. But if they are fired on, they have the right to fire back. I will, and that's common sense. However, nobody is advocating to do this in any way whatsoever, because we will not. That is not what we're about. We're down there for one purpose: to protect our border, protect our country, and the citizens of New Mexico and the United States. If you want to come to New Mexico and be a part of this movement and a part of what we're doing, you can contact me at 505-334-2492. We'll have everybody's coming to our headquarters in New Mexico before they go to the border, because we have to vet them, get information on them, and then once they get down there, They will go with my commander, who is my field commander, who's already been boots on the ground down there. They will go there. They'll go right straight to the Border Patrol, and the Border Patrol will want everybody's tag plate off their vehicles, and they even look at your boots so they know where your tracks are. So when you're in the field, nobody will interfere with you or mess with you in any way whatsoever. As long as they know who you are and the areas where you're at, everything is good. The Border Patrol works with is really good. Now, there are some Border Patrol that are compromised, but you're going to find that, anywhere. But not all of them are compromised. They work with us good, and we have respect for them, and they have respect for us and what we're doing. So, and we're, like I said, we're doing this for America. I'm not going to bash any other groups. We're all in this for the sake to save our Constitution, to save the American people, and save our country, period. This is an invasion. This is not in any way a bunch of peaceful people coming here looking for work. I have no problem with people coming here as long as they come across the border, they do it right and file the right papers, and they're here legal. One of my wood suppliers today brought us a load of firewood, and they're a Mexican family, and they are here legal. And they told me that what they're doing in Mexico says they don't want them here. Now that's pretty good when these people that have become citizens of the United States that are they're Mexicans, but these aren't Mexicans that are coming here, folks. These are people from South America. These are people, Central America. But these are people that are coming here to try to take over our country and destroy us. If you want to make donations to us of anything from, we need everything from binoculars, we need night vision, we need warm clothes, tents, food, water, medical equipment, and even anybody that is medically qualified. We could use your help. Everybody can be used. Like I said, everybody will be vetted before they have to do this, and the border will have to. Who's down there, Chief?
I will have to collect the names and the tags, and I have to submit it.
Okay, he has to collect names and tags, and he has to submit it to the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol is not going to let somebody down there that's going to create a problem. I'll tell you right from Jump Street. They are not going to put up with a bunch of loose cannons. They will tell you to leave, and if you don't leave, they will escort you. Nobody's down there to be, I'm tougher than this guy. We don't want no Rambos. We don't want any John Waynes. We want people that care about our country, that's willing to come down and work in unison with us. And this is what this is about, folks. Our country, our children, our families. If they get through the border, then the American people themselves will be defending themselves right out of their front door. And this is what we're trying to prevent. And there's other situations also. But anyway, again, you can go to the United Constitutional Patriot Facebook page. We do have a PayPal account set up. You can make donations there, or you can send donations to John Horton or Mark Cheney, Cheney, Mark Cheney, at care of United Constitutional Patriots, Post Office Box 1334, Flora Vista, New Mexico. Again, that's send donations to John Horton or Mark Cheney, care of United Constitutional Patriots, Post Office Box 1334, Flora Vista, New Mexico. These donations are for the men on the border, and they're going to be there a long time. They're not going down there just for a couple of days. They're going to be living in the desert right on the border in tents. We need radios. We need medical kits. We need food, warm blankets, sleeping bags, tents, basically anything you'd need when you were camping. Now, these guys cannot build a fire outside, so they need something in their tents that can help keep them warm, like small, heaters of some kind. If you build fires at nighttime when you're watching with these people, they know exactly where you are. And that is what you don't want, because that makes you a target, a sniper in the dark. And most of the movement at this time right now is at nighttime between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. This is when the main movements occur down there. One of the things that we are going to do is we want to stop the child trafficking. We have a main corridor there that has been coming across New Mexico, and we didn't know about it until recently. But we are going to have people in that area to stop these child traffickers. Now, some of these people are armed. We've been warned about that. Another thing that we've been warned about is there's going to be people trying to flank us from behind. They're already, according to the Border Patrol and other sources, there are already a bunch of them already over here, and they're going to plan on a rear attack. So we have to have, we've got to have the people on the front lines, and we have to have a second line if this happens, where we can defend each other totally. We will be setting up small bases along the area where they can come in and get relaxation, and then while they're doing that, the other troops will be over there doing the same thing they were doing. But we have people that are willing to help with their laundry, to help feed these people, to do what we can to help. Anybody has mobile homes, or not mobile homes, I'm sorry, old campers, anything that we could use for housing these men, to keep them warm. It's wintertime down there. If you want to donate, you can do that. We are a legal organization. We are licensed in the state of New Mexico as a humanitarian group. And the reason why is because when there's hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, stuff like this, we try to send men down to help the people that are in trouble and who are losing their homes, flood victims, whatever. We were lucky. We had a boat donated to us. And next year, we will be able to send that boat down to help on the rescues and stuff that's going on when there's hurricanes, during hurricane and flooding areas and wherever disasters are. We try to be boots on the ground. We try to help. This money is all used for the purpose of helping these guys on the border. We don't know how long we're going to be there, but we do know that it's going to take at least 3 years before they get the border wall up there. We can't just pull out and leave those local people hanging high dry, after this is over with, because they've already killed one person down on the border, one of the ranchers down there. And all he was doing was cleaning up where the illegals had come through, and they killed him for it. And these ranchers along the border have told us we have to stay armed at all times beside our bed. They go outside, they're armed, they're scared, they need help. Well, that's our job, folks. This is America. You shouldn't be scared in your own home. You shouldn't have to worry about having to have a weapon at hand at all times and feel like you're under threat. They don't know who's who and what's what. So with this, folks, I'm going to ask you, if you can help us, please donate to our PayPal account. That is the United Constitutional Patriots on Facebook, and it's easy to find. You'll also see pictures of the border, literally pictures of the border, where we had some of our people go down about 2 weeks ago, and they took videos and still pictures so we could show that there is no army on our border. Texas, Arizona, and California do have the military. Our governor will not deploy the National Guard to our border. So we have to be the border protection. This is why we're putting this call out to action. We need help. We need it bad. Troublesome groups, if we have anybody coming in that is troublesome, the Border Patrol will flat tell them to leave. They already said they're not going to mess with it. So just so you know that this is why you need to contact me at 505-334-2492 if you want to be boots on the ground, where we can give you instructions. I will not give the address out where we are going to be doing this vetting and training on this crash course, so everybody knows what they have to do on the border. But you can call me, and when you call me, we will give you instructions on exactly what to do. Now, again, if you want to make donations, you can send it to United Constitutional Patriots in care of Johnny Horton Jr. or Mark Cheney at Post Office Box 1334, Flora Vista, that's Flora Vista, New Mexico, 87415. And you can make donations through there if you want, because we can use gas cards for them, Walmart cards, anything that they can get supplies and stuff to help them while they're on the border and make sure that these guys are taken care of. They're putting their life on the line for America, folks. Please help them. Help us to be able to help them. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Greg, and he can give you some updated on news of what's going on. So go ahead, Greg.
Okay, Johnny, hope you can hear me okay. But first, I'd like to say how exciting it is. We've had so many new groups and really large groups that have come to join us in the effort. And people are donating radios, and people are donating to the fund. So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there. And God is really blessing us. All these new groups are coming aboard. And these are groups we can use again later for hurricanes or fires or whatever it is. So this is just the whole situation I see is really moving forward really well, and a real blessing. But yeah, quick rundown in the news out there. I guess President Trump got the deal done with the U.S. Mexico Canada agreement. So it looks like NAFTA is dead, and we have a new agreement that's going to be big for jobs in America. We're a little upset, and I'm from Michigan, about General Motors closing 4 plants here, but opening plants over in China and Mexico. And from that area, GM has some wonderful facilities. One facility they have sitting empty has 1 million square feet. And they have other, that's just one place that they have. So they have enormous facilities in Michigan to build these electric cars. And we're really hoping that President Trump is able to negotiate these jobs to come back to America. So at least we have a president fighting for us and fighting for our jobs for once, instead of just telling us, well, there's nothing you can do like Obama did. But so that's a big agreement. Sounds like that got done in Argentina today. Also, the president met with the premier of India and Japan, and I'm not sure what else, but so we travel for the president, of course. But a lot of exciting things happening. People that have been following Q, this is the climax. You've been following it for a whole year. December 5th, Huber comes out, and we'll see if these 63,228 sealed indictments are his. We know that they are going to, he's a prosecutor. He's not here to investigate. So we'll be seeing what indictments that he does have, obviously. I think Jim Jordan tipped his hand a little bit when he said that, as far as the Clinton Foundation, they had a couple late whistleblowers, and we're wondering if that could be Julian Assange. Have the testimonies coming up of the beginning of the take in the Epstein trial. It's a civil trial. The victims get to speak for the first time that have been victimized in this horrible child trafficking ring to, Lolita Express and Epstein's Island. We know the Clintons were very involved with it. And so this is going to be an interesting trial. Epstein's already, pretty much confessed to child trafficking 40 children. This was a part of the Miami trial. That was before he got off on, I think it was a year in prison or something like that. Some patty cake sentence before. Now they're going after him in a civil lawsuit. So, but the accused have really been interesting. It looked like there might have been an attempt on the president the other night. He left the ceremony early. There was a red dot, a sniper bullet on him, but luckily there was bulletproof glass preventing any attack there. And of course, we had the situation in France where he didn't attend the funeral, and there was supposedly some type of situation there. So it's been a dangerous time. We have to pray for our president, and hopefully we can get this takedown. Supposedly there was a rumor that there might have been nuclear weapons bound on those ships. There was really no other reason for them to capture those ships unless they were up to something. So I wouldn't believe what the news is printing on that. So a lot of exciting things happening out there, and we'll just have to see what happens in December. But it looks like they're going to arrest some people, and we all get our families back for Christmas, because all you people that stuck with Trump and believe that this deep state and with the swamp would be drained, that we're really going to drain the swamp, I think you're going to be redeemed next month, and you can get the last laugh, and we can all come back to unity and say, well, they committed crime and they got arrested. So I guess that's about all that's going on out there, but I just feel really blessed, and I think that God is blessing this with all these new groups coming aboard and people cooperating and helping out. So I just feel really good about what's going on out there. That's all I have to say, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I'm going to call or War Dog right now. He's got information on the Muslim movement. He's our intel officer that keeps it for us. And when anyone knows, the military and not just military, but also the federal government is keeping an eye on these groups, as well as War Dog Mike. He's out there busting his butt, putting himself in harm's way, going right to these places to get the information for you. So go ahead, War Dog.
And thank you, Johnny and Greg, for that news you had there, brother. What is going on is the Muslims are making a lot of movement, and here's the thing that the front of all the news that I've looked at is when you've got Muslims, Arab riding on trucks going in and out of the FEMA camps, okay? I asked all y'all, get your cameras. You know where one of these things are? Go there and videotape. Look who's driving the trucks, and look at some of the riding on these trucks. And then guys, UN uniforms. Well, they don't kill me, but I'm telling you right now, that ain't us. And what are they doing? Running the UN, running those FEMA camps. And one of those UN blue suits, just like you see in the UN, okay? Man, I'm really nervous about all this, but this is going on. I've been warning people about the Muslim training camps, and as you go by the mosques, you'll see that there's a lot of movement going on. I went by, tried to video, my camera kept going off. And as tonight, we try to get our show going. When I start talking about this, our live stream cut out. So I don't know if that's coincidence or not, but I know everybody here has got suspicions. But they're watching us. We're at war, America. And another thing, Johnny's telling you about that open border down there. For crying out loud, we need to shut that down too. There's enough people in the city that can if there's a attack from these people in our inner cities, you can handle it. But Johnny and him and Eric and him down in New Mexico, we're going to be wide open. And not only is it wide open, there's a caravan and millions of people, they say, are coming. You know, they said there's 5,000 and they said there was 100,000, and we don't know what to believe. I mean, I've seen so many people. There's no one's going to be able to tell us for really how many there is. But where there's smoke, there's fire. We're Americans. We're smart enough to do something. I don't think it's a good idea to assume that this ain't going to happen. I think we need to assume all of it can happen and cover our butt. And if it don't, then we can say, well, this time I'm glad I was wrong. But you can see movement going on in these places I'm telling you about. They are moving, doing things, vans coming in and out. And the real shocking thing is when you see them going in and out of the FEMA camps, they're right in our backyard. I urge y'all to keep your eye out. And I'm not sending panic out to everyone. I'm just telling you, we need to turn up a little bit more on our observation. And that something smelly in town video I sent out, y'all need to look at that. And there's people going missing that are videotaping this stuff. And I hope that they're okay. That's why I'm saying that, Greg, if you see that video there, share it all you can so everybody can see these people, and something happens to them, we'll know. We're the United Constitutional Patriots. We got news nobody else has. This is one of them here. It's going to bite us in the butt if we don't keep up on this one. But another thing, I just want to urge everybody out there, will y'all please give to us and help us shut that border down. We need a lot of things. Johnny covered ropes at us the other morning on the border. It's not funny. It's dangerous. We need your help calling out to you, and we're going to be on here, and I'm going to be on here and calling out until that border is shut down, sealed up tight. But we can't do it without your help. We need your contributions. And I don't know a better way to say it, or a better place to spend your money is right here. And shutting them down are the people who know are the human trafficking, where the drugs are coming. We can shut it down because we have that intel. Anybody else got that? Even the United States government don't even have it because they do not have boots on the ground for 200-something miles. There's nobody out there at all but the buzzards and the drug dealers and the traffickers, the coyotes. So let's shut them suckers down, America. I'm asking you tonight. Make that pledge. Give to us. If you can do it every month and help us, we got 3 years we're going to be on that border. If we walk out of there, that cartel is going to kill those ranchers down there. They killed one the other day, Johnny told you, just for cleaning up the mess that they left. They're already coming across. There's your proof. There's a man who was killed on his own property for cleaning up after these monsters, and I'm telling you right now, we can get them. We're not going to, like Johnson, not going down and shoot it up. But we can get a hold, we'll know where they're at. They see us there, they take a shot, you take a shot back. Well, they killed this man, okay? They killed him deader than a doornail. If we would have had people there, guess what? It's up to you, America. We can't do it by ourselves. We've got a great team on this team. I don't know a better one. And I know them all, or they know me. But I want to ask you tonight to give all you can of old vehicles. We need them. We need generators. We're going to need water, clothes, socks, boots, armored hat, bulletproof vest, boots, snake kits, you name it. We got people to haul some of the stuff. But if you can come together, America, and make this happen. I know we can. In history, we've always came together every damn time. And we got to do it this time. Johnny, you got it back.
Thank you, War Dog. And folks, what War Dog said is a fact. Now, like I said, we do have groups that are attacking us, trying to stop us from accomplishing what we're trying to do, trying to put a bad name. Actually, it's me more than anybody that they're attacking, you know. And I did address it tonight with another radio show that they said that they were done with it. They weren't going to be doing any more, saying anything else. I have talked to our lawyers about it because it was fake. A lot of it was fake. Do what? What'd you say, Chuck?
It said they lied. They had somebody on after you.
Okay, well, they did lie. But anyway, what the whole deal is this. We have our hearts set on America. We have our hearts set on protecting our country. I don't care how much that, they slam me because, I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is our border, the American people pulling together. I don't give a damn about what someone did 40, 50 years ago, you know, and this is what people, you know, have been centered on. But the bottom line is this. We do have people, I'm not giving names, we do have connections through the Oval Office, and we do have people that work directly for Trump in this room right now with us. And we are able to get information that most people can't get, and we're able to get information right directly to Trump when he needs it. Well, people, you know, call us a liar about that, but you know what? So be it. It's where we get a lot of our information that we can give you folks. One of the main things that I want to say is don't be threatening these other groups. A lot of you know who I'm talking about. Don't be threatening them. Just let them do what they're going to do. They can, that's their thing. We have to concentrate on what we're doing. You know what? They got to answer to the Lord, and eventually some of them will answer to the law. I'm not worried about it. But the bottom line is this. We need to be able to protect our state, the state of New Mexico. We need to have boots on the ground. We need your help. And again, the only way that we can help the men on the ground when they're on boots on the ground, which they are on their way here now, they'll go through about a week's orientation, and then they will be boots on the ground. When they hit that ground, we need to be able to take care of them 100%. These funds are for the group and the people on the ground down there. When they need something, we need to be able to get it to them because they're putting their butt on the line for every American there is. I don't know what else I can say. Little Rebel, you got anything you want to say?
One thing I'd like to say is we got to keep our head on a swivel, because I'm going to tell you what, everybody better be staying alert, because, and don't forget to be looking up north, because something tells me too as well, not only with these caravans which are infected with TB, they have AIDS, they're sick. And I'm just reading something right now, and I'm going to have to check out. It looks like I don't know if they made these people sick or what and trying to let them come in here, but I'll have to, fill you in on that later and let me look into that. This is not good. They are pulling everything out, everything. And I'm reading also where people, of course, more dead bodies, anything that against the Clintons. But yeah, we need all, everybody boots on the ground. We need bodies down there, to protect the borders. And the ones staying behind, that can't leave at this point, need you up north. I don't know yet, but I hope to God, we need to pray. We really do. We need prayer. We need target prayer. And I'm telling you, because this is just, it's going to be a little hairy for probably for quite a while. So, I'm hoping if you make sure, if you have a lot of guys out there, you got your battle route, we got all your stuff, bring on everything. And all I can say is let's just get down and protect this country, because there's a lot coming up, and they said they're going to storm this border. So we need to defend this country. And so God bless you guys. And hopefully I'm going to have an update on this about what other possible disease. I mean, this is just.
Thank you, Little Rebel. Nuclear Warrior, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, Johnny, thank you. And Little Rebel's right on a swivel. Our borders are the most vulnerable at this point in time, but this is a national thing, especially with the amount of Muslim activity in the country, all of the mosques. If you live near one, pay attention to the activity around one. If you cannot assist with money or materials or anything else, you can assist us with your eyes on the ground in your location and being able to fill us in on when in and out in FEMA camps, mosques. Let's not leave them out. And you can get that information to us by the same route that you can get in donations and stuff to us through the United Constitutional Patriots on the Facebook link or at the phone number that has been provided so far. And let us know what you're seeing, because if you can't get somebody in authority's attention, we have people here in the room that can. Likewise, with Greg's report, there's a lot of things going on in the rumor has it, and I've seen this a couple of different places, that Whitaker has reined in Mueller and his investigation and put him back on track to what it was initially started out to be in the first place. Reports that around mosques, people around mosques that are trying to videotape some of the activity there with cell phones are having their phones go dead. Now, there's a reason for this. At these locations, there's equipment being used that is capable of blanketing the area and blocking access to cell towers. That's why your phones are going to go dead in these locations as you try to videotape. So if you want to videotape, use a video camera. There are several small pocket-sized ones on the market that will work just fine. Take them home, hook them up to your computer, excuse me, and put that stuff on YouTube and get it to us the best way you know how. Contact with the United Constitutional Patriots phone line would be a good place to start. Observation. You folks are citizens of the United States. It is your duty to observe the surroundings and be able to report things that don't look right, things that look like it could be hazardous to you, your family, your neighbors, your property, and the country in general. Now, there are some folks that are trying to undermine our operations here. They are in states that are not affected by the border. Excuse me again. But they are doing their part to protect their states. However, them trying to downgrade us is not helping their cause or ours or yours. So just pay attention to the news and ask yourself the questions. Who has the most to benefit by pushing this particular agenda, this particular line of misinformation? And the answer should be relatively obvious. If they're pointing the finger and accusing somebody, then they obviously have something to hide from the other side. So that, patriots and American citizens, I bid you a good evening, and do what you can to help your country and the folks that are putting it all on the line to keep the invaders out.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Nuclear Warrior. Just say.
Yes, I faculty sitting here doing this. Of course, I'm just hoping could bottom all day long. Just a couple of minutes ago, as we were sitting here, as Nuclear Warrior was sitting here talking to you, a couple of new cues popped up. So I'm going to go over the cues right quick. I'm going to deal with a couple of them that came in during the night, the other night, and this was it was in the wee hours of the morning when these came in, I think. It was late at night, and it was after the Christmas tree lighting that Greg was talking about there earlier. It was the National Christmas Tree Light. And can everybody still hear me?
Yes,
sir.
All right, fantastic. I'm on voice activated, and I'm on a different page, so I want to make sure everybody can still hear me. but that was the National Christmas Tree Lighting the other night, and they had some fairly strong but clear to our shielding around the president when he stood there on his left chest, right in the heart area, and two red dots side by side on the podium, on the right hand side of the podium. And these were, some might have thought that these were like Christmas lights flashing and reflecting on the protective barrier, but it wasn't, because they were too random, and you would have seen continuous flashing if they were Christmas lights, and you don't see that. These were red dot laser sights that were appearing on him. Now, whether they were red dot laser sights, or there were people sitting in the audience with red dot lasers and laser pens or something like that, doing that for a joke, I don't know, but I do know that the Secret Service didn't see it as a joke, because they rather quickly got him out of there. Well, in the middle of the night, that night, actually it was on November the 29th, 4:49 Eastern time, or 5:49 Eastern time, so this was in the morning, okay. A Q post came up, and it showed a photograph of a long hall, okay, and it shows a picture of, it shows a Christmas tree in it, and then it gives a code, which is 6X382 or 6X-NTP0038-3U2. Q says, "We know Q." Now, that code, the commander was told earlier that was actually a code to one of Hillary Clinton's servers. And then also, I have seen posted at Twitter, or not Twitter, but on a YouTube video, where they said if you go to Google, and under Google Books, you type that code in, and it actually leads to two books. One is Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death, Patrick Henry. And the other one is a book entitled Sheep No More, which we've seen Q post that. So that was Q2503. Now, Q2504 says, "A picture is worth many sentences." Well, 1,000 words. We've heard that statement before. Has POTUS ever made a statement that hasn't been proven to be correct? And then he has future in brackets, question mark. Well, no, so far he hasn't made a statement that hasn't proven correct. Think timing. Think Senate lock. And we got the lock on the Senate when Cindy Hyde Smith, I think was her name, won her election in the runoff election in Mississippi the other night. Think Supreme Court lock. And then he says locked. This was an interesting statement. Locked and, in brackets, who is loaded. Locked and who is loaded. Q. Okay. Now, we just had two brand new ones come in a while ago, and I thought these were quite interesting. Q number 2505 says, "To the person who leaked Huber, okay, and Clinton Foundation in Killbox, says, whistleblower, do not reveal more. Monday, Q." Okay, now think about that one for a minute. And then 2506, Q2506, he repeats 2505, and then he says this: "To all those who doubted Sessions and Huber, you will all pay the price very soon. Q." I guess I'll leave that one to your imagination. Okay, John, back to you.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate the cues, and I'm sure that our listeners do too. Okay, Doc Robinson, do you have anything you'd like to say? I guess she's multitasking. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
I just want people to pray for the president and pray that we get through this. I'm just being told that there has been another assassination attempt over in the G-Summit.
You say that there was another assassination attempt over where he's at now?
Oh, no, earthquake.
Oh, earthquake.
No, there was an earthquake. I just got a cue point from one of my patriots here in the state of Texas that there has been another attempt.
Oh, there has been another attempt where he's at?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you on that information. Definitely. Folks, we need to pray for Trump really hard. Trump is being attacked by the left like you wouldn't believe. They cannot afford, for their agenda, they can't afford to let Trump go on. They know that they are going down. They know that there are indictments on them. And this is where the trouble is coming in. They're wanting to destroy that man. Folks, the most powerful thing in the world is prayer. You have to pray for that man. Pray for our country. Get Satan behind us, because that's what we have. The attacks on Trump are all through Satan. And that man is going to come out ahead. And I tell you what, it's not going to be pretty when he gets done. I don't know how else to put it. Go ahead, Nuclear. Was that Nuclear Warrior?
No, wasn't me.
Okay, go ahead, War Dog.
I just wanted to say that if you look in your Bible, and how many times have we had to defend Christians? I mean, how many times did King David go to battle? Yeah, we can pray. King David prayed too. And God told him, don't leave your sword at home. Keep your sword by your side. Well, today we don't carry swords. We got guns. Because God also put that in somebody's mind in the design. I believe that God helps create all things. We've got to be smart. We pray we're going to keep ourselves above. Then you're going to have to do some fighting, because these people are coming at us in every direction. We all see it. And I do. Yeah, I'm going to pray tonight again. The good Lord shows me the way. I'm a saved man, but I mean, to stay survival. Just like King David, he knew he was going to heaven. God had a place for him, but he had to go to battle. Just like Jesus, when he was hung on the cross, he went to battle for us, and we've got to go to battle for him. This is one nation under God, and they're trying to take it. You see it, I see it, and we know what to do. God will put it in your heart what to do, and that's what we're going to do. And that's my guiding. Jesus, take the wheel, like Carrie Underwood says. You know, he's going to lead us, and our leader's General Johnny Horton. I hear God. He's the closest thing to John Wayne. They were talking about John Wayne earlier that I know on earth, and I'm honored to serve under him. And he alerted me 3 years ago. We both play music. We could be doing better things. We're not out here, believe me. But now this is our calling. God's put us all together, and boy, we're a heck of a team, I'll tell you that. But we need your help, America. And we're calling for you, and we can stop what's going on. I do believe all together, and that's the only way through Jesus Christ's name. And we're God's warriors. Please help us out, and let's do all we can. And I'll let you have it back, Johnny. That just flew right out of my heart.
Okay, before I pull in Little Rebel, no, I am not John Wayne. I am just a plain country singer, American, patriot that believes in our country, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights. And I don't believe in trashing people. If you got to talk bad about somebody, you know, why even talk? I am 100% for the cause of America, and I will stand on that platform till the day I die. And I have done my damnedest to make sure that everybody understands that we need to be completely together, unity, no interfighting, make our country, not just help Trump make our country great again, but make our country greater and greater for every American there is. I got Little Rebel, you keep flashing, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that we need to together, like, be as one, all with God. Okay, we got to put God first. We got to pray, because he made, if we will pray, repent, he will heal our lands. So we need true repentance, true target prayer. This is a holy war. This is spiritual. This is a spiritual war. Like it or not, I mean, when you say that the sword, you got to remember the sword is also the word of the, you know, it's the Bible, it's the word, because it cuts through you like a knife. That's the sword. Okay, so we must pray, target prayer, because, you know, God is a jealous God, and we need to put him first. And when we put him first, everything will go into place. But if we forget about the Lord, which a lot of people right now, like I said, this is a spiritual war. You know, he's given us more time, and but we all know we are that generation. I believe we are in these end times, you know, and so we got to get our hearts right, and make sure our own house, which is your body, your you know, is clean, and repent. Because if we move as one with the Lord, you know, if God be for us, who can stand against us, right? So I thought I need to put that out. I agree with that, but I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Little Rebel. I appreciate it. And you know, the power of prayer is strong. There's nothing stronger. I know that one of the enemies that's attacking me is an atheist. Well, I really don't care, because it's him that has to answer to God, but we can pray for him, folks. He's got animosity toward me. I have none toward him. I'm just going to do what we got to do to protect our state and our country. I'm asking you folks to support us, the United Constitutional Patriots, our groups, what we do. And yes, I believe everybody in our war room and our staff even here are all Christians. And we believe in the power of prayer, and we believe in God. So that is where I'm going to leave that part on that. Go ahead, Greg.
I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on what War Dog said there, but I don't think John Wayne holds a candle to you. I think you could be Jimmy Stewart, Clint Eastwood, and John Wayne all rolled up in one. And for people that don't know me, I write the American Watersheds textbook series and book series, and you can see it at AmericanWatersheds.com. But Johnny is one of the most interesting people in history, and he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame and Legends of Hall of Fame, and he doesn't have to explain himself to anybody as far as I'm concerned. And these other people, what's their claim to fame, I guess, is what I would have to say. But I'll be hitting a few really good chapters from Johnny in the next book, Spirit of Love. So, you know, this is, I think it's just a really good thing. A lot of groups came to our defense and have joined us. And it's as usual, when people, you know, try and do the wrong thing, it usually boomerangs on them and benefits the other person. And certainly that's what's been happening with President Trump ever since this campaign started. Every evil plan they've made is blown up in their face and has backfired on them. And it seems to be continuing to happen. And all these people hopefully will pay for all the crazy schemes. But everything they've done, the Democrats has blown up on him. So it'll be very interesting. I think just one more thought there that, Mueller and Huber were given pretty much the same assignment. They were both prosecutors, and they were supposed to look at Russian, collusion. But of course, Huber's mandate was wider. But the way that Rosenstein fixed up Mueller's, he could basically investigate anything. And so we'll be able to see the difference in the procedures and the findings, and we'll look at what an honest prosecutor looks like compared to a career criminal like Mueller. So this is going to be an exciting time, guys. It's a great time to be a patriot. I know we're all worried about the border, but I know we're going to come together. A lot of groups have contacted us and have joined us. So I think it's a really exciting time, and I think God is with us. He's with the Patriots, and we're getting donations. Just keep them coming. And I'm really excited about the way things are going. So that's all I wanted to say, Johnny.
Thank you, Greg. Anybody else have anything they want to say before we have Chuck do the closing prayer?
I have another cue.
Okay, Chuck, give us a cue.
All right, real quick, folks. Another cue came in just a while ago. This is Q2507, and it says, first and only leak public regarding Huber activities. I don't know what the leak is, but no further details should be released. Warning in a kill box. Pain coming. Q.
Okay, thank you, Chuck. Now, okay.
There is another Q post in there too, Chuck. 2508.
Well, I'll be dead burn. There is. Okay, yeah, that's okay. This one was from, this is a repeat of one from September the 3rd, 2018. Okay, and it reads, it says, okay, the experts, but Sessions would appoint a second special counsel in D.C., a.k.a. the corrupt swamp. But Sessions would appoint a second special counsel in D.C., a.k.a. the corrupt swamp team of less than 20 typically, and wait 2 to 4 years, take a gamble. But Sessions should appoint second special counsel in D.C., a.k.a. the corrupt swamp, because unlike Clinton email corrupt case, as demonstrated by the FBI DOJ people fired, removed, this will be conducted faithfully and honestly like Mueller. But Huber is not directly interviewed. Several witnesses, therefore, the appointment of Huber by Sessions and therefore the IG is not genuine. But Sessions and Huber are following standard DOJ open ongoing investigation policy by not discussing making public, so therefore nothing must be happening. Fire Sessions. But Huber to prosecute and impanel a grand jury outside of D.C., 90% plus voted HRCs 2016, who already began the investigations late last year with associated team of 470 investigators, attorney, plus IG, plus legal jurisdiction across all 50 states, is not a special counsel, so therefore nothing is being done. But POTUS is attacking Sessions via Twitter, so therefore he is not working on behalf of the people's interest, or POTUS. Now, these are all what Q is saying that the naysayers are saying. These love trust Sessions, okay? And done behind the scenes, FBI, DOJ senior officials being fired and or removed from their respective positions of power. Who is Attorney General? Who is such removal? DOJ in charge of the FBI? But interestingly, if nothing is being done behind the scenes, why are there 50,000, well, it's 60,000 plus now sealed indictments across the USA? What percentage equal USA versus X? Coincidence? Word. But interestingly, if none behind the scenes, why are many powerful CEOs, members of Congress, Senate resigning? Coincidence? Example, POTUS did the Speaker of the House indicate wanting to leave politics. But interestingly, if nothing is being done behind the scenes, why are human trafficking arrests surging? Clickbait and opinions versus logical thinking. Direct communication necessary. Trust yourself. Think for yourself. Where we go one, we go all. Q. So that one was from back in September, and that has to go along with the with Q2506, which said something. Okay, it said to the person who leaked Huber Clinton Foundation in the kill box, whistleblower, do not reveal more. Monday, something's coming up Monday. Q, and then to that he added, to all those who doubted Sessions, Huber, you will all pay the price very soon. Q. So that last Q we just read was connected to that one. Okay, there's the Qs for tonight, John.
Well, that last Q, he was just pointing out everything from 2506 and 2505. He was giving a rundown of why the whistleblower should not reveal anything more, because this will all make sense come Monday.
Right.
Okay, Greg, go ahead.
Well, also, I think what he's referring to is the whistleblower number 2 is supposed to be breaking news Monday night with Sarah Carter. And so I think he was telling the whistleblower not to leak any more information because they already have it. And I think he was actually sending a message to the whistleblower to clam up there, is what it seemed like to me. But yeah, that just hit the news that Sarah Carter is going to have one of the 2 whistleblowers on. I think it's probably the Uranium One whistleblower that we know about. So I'm thinking that's probably who it is. Otherwise, it would have to be Julian Assange, and I doubt that's who it would be. But I think that's what he was alluding to, this whistleblower that's supposed to come on Monday night. So I think he's telling him not to leak.
Okay. Now, Chuck, do you want to close our show with a prayer?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a minute, Chuck. Wait a second. War Dog wants to say something.
Yeah, I want to say one thing to Jesse Ventura out there that thinks he's going to run for president and run down Donald Trump. He's the real fake. He's the phony baloney wrestler that put on shows, and he's trying to put on a show now, Jesse. That's what you're trying to do. You'll probably hear this show. It'll get around. You're phony baloney now. You couldn't even run Donald Trump up one of his hotels right, buddy. You can't comb your hair. And I just want to say that. I'll pray for you, brother, but you ain't got a chance. Donald Trump is going to be my vote.
Okay, Chuck, go ahead.
All right, sir. Lord Jesus, we come before you right now to thank you once again for another opportunity to come here and do this great work that we do each and every day. We ask you, Lord, to bless this work that we've done today. And we hope and we pray that we've done all of this in a manner that would be pleasing unto you and in accordance with your will. We ask you, Lord, for your continued protection over our president, our vice president, their families, and all those working together with them to the betterment of our country and the defeat of the deep state. We ask you, Lord, to continue to let your blood of protection be upon them and your angels be camped around about them, watching over them. Continue with us now throughout the remainder of this night and into the coming days. Continue to guide us, guard us, and direct us. Draw us ever close to one another and ever close to thee. We do ask it all in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, Nuclear Warrior. Oh, okay. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. And again, I am going to ask you, please make donations to the United Constitutional Patriots. at on our Facebook page, United Constitutional Patriots. We need all the help we can get for these men. We have a large group coming, and I mean a large group, and we're going to have to a lot of responsibility to help make sure they have what they need and to be safe down on the border. And my prayers are with God to also be with us on this. Another thing that I would like to say too is the other address is you can make donations of gas cards, those money cards for whatever is needed, Walmart cards. You can make donations of food, supplies. We've given you a list earlier. There's just it's unending. We need all the help we can get. And you can send that to Johnny Horton Jr., care of, Johnny Horton Jr., or Mark, M-A-R-K, Cheney, C-H-E-N-E-Y, at Post Office Box 1334, Flora Vista, New Mexico, 87415. That, and you spell that F-L-O-R-A-V-I-S-T-A, New Mexico, 87415. And with that, I want to tell you folks, your family folks, protect your family, protect your kids. Your kids see something that's not right and they tell you about it, please act on it. Check it out. Call 911. Protect your loved ones. Protect your family. Protect your aunts, uncles, sisters. Stand together. Families that prays together stays together. And one of the things that I really want to push, folks, is keep your prayers for our president and for America, and that we can get through this, and we can come out as a free country completely again. I'm asking all of this of the American people, our listeners, to please pray for our soldiers, our veterans, our police officers. If you see a police officer needing help, he's in trouble, help him. Thank you for the first responders. These are the people that you're going to need if we're not able to stop this force from coming across. And you're going to need their help, and you're going to be so happy to see them. Even those of you that don't like the police, I'm sorry, but if we didn't have them, we would be like these foreign countries you're seeing all the chaos in. We need to stand behind the men in blue, honor them, protect them, and pray for them. And pray for all the children, and hope that we're able to stop and protect and save some of these children that are bringing across the border when we get down on boots on the ground, which we plan on being there next week or the week after maximum. So please keep us in our prayers. You're all in our prayers. God bless you. God bless America, and good night. Did Pete fall asleep?
It looks like we're still on the air.